Title: The Enigmatic Affair at Hallowthron Hall. Hallowthron Hall, a sprawling Victorian mansion nestled within the heart of the English countryside, had always been a place of intrigue and mystique. Its ivy-clad walls concealed a labyrinthine interior filled with secret passages and hidden chambers, but the true enigma of Hallowthron Hall lay in its history. The mansion had been the residence of the Hawthorne family for generations, and it was said to be haunted by the ghost of Lady Eleanor Hawthorne, a young heiress who had vanished without a trace in the late 19th century. Her disappearance had become the stuff of legend, and her spectral presence was rumored to wander the halls in search of answers. Detective Samuel Hartley, a seasoned investigator known for his sharp mind and unshakable resolve, had received a letter from Lord Reginald Hawthorne, the current owner of Hawthorne Hall. The letter spoke of a disturbing series of events that had unfolded within the mansion. Mysterious noises in the dead of night, inexplicable drafts that chilled the air, and sightings of Lady Eleanor's ghost. Lord Hawthorne implored Detective Hartley to unravel the mysteries that plagued Hawthorne Hall, for he feared that the past was resurfacing to haunt the present. Intrigued by the enigmatic nature of the case, Detective Hartley arrived at the mansion on a stormy evening, his mind brimming with curiosity and determination. As he crossed the threshold, the grandeur of Hawthorne Hall unfolded before him. A grand foyer adorned with opulent chandeliers, a sweeping staircase that spiraled to the upper floors, and portraits of generations of Hawthorns lining the walls. The atmosphere was heavy with the weight of history, and Detective Hartley sensed that he was embarking on a journey into the unknown. His first task was to interview the household staff, many of whom had worked at Hawthorne Hall for decades. Their tales were filled with whispers of Lady Eleanor's ghostly apparitions and the inexplicable phenomena that had plagued the mansion. But beneath the superstitious anecdotes, Detective Hartley sensed a deeper truth waiting to be unearthed. One evening, as he wandered the dimly lit corridors, he noticed an anomaly, a portrait of Lady Eleanor that seemed out of place. Unlike the other portraits, Lady Eleanor's image was obscured by a heavy velvet curtain. Detective Hartley's curiosity piqued. He approached the portrait and drew back the curtain. Beneath the curtain, the portrait revealed a hidden doorway, a passage that led to a concealed chamber. The chamber was filled with an array of artifacts, old letters, diaries, and journals, all belonging to Lady Eleanor. They chronicled her life and the events leading up to her mysterious disappearance. The more Detective Hartley read, the more he became convinced that Lady Eleanor's disappearance was not a mere vanishing act. There were hints of family secrets, clandestine meetings, and an illicit affair with a mysterious suitor named Sebastian Thornfield. It seemed that Lady Eleanor had become entangled in a web of intrigue that had led to her untimely fate. With newfound determination, Detective Hartley delved deeper into the mansion's secrets. He uncovered hidden passages that crisscrossed the house, connecting different parts of the estate. It was within these passages that he stumbled upon a concealed chamber, an underground library filled with ancient tomes and manuscripts. Among the dusty volumes, one particular manuscript caught his eye, a diary penned by Lady Eleanor herself. It detailed her clandestine meetings with Sebastian Thornfield, the forbidden love that had blossomed between them, and the sinister plots that had led to her disappearance. Lady Eleanor's writing hinted at a conspiracy involving her own family, a conspiracy that had torn her world apart. As Detective Hartley continued to investigate, he learned that Lord Reginald Hawthorne had recently discovered a cache of letters written by Lady Eleanor hidden in the attic. The letters corroborated the diary's account of her affair with Sebastian Thornfield and revealed that Lady Eleanor had planned to meet him one fateful night in the very hall where she had vanished. Detective Hartley knew that he had to recreate the events of that ill-fated night. With the help of Lord Hawthorne and the household staff, he meticulously staged the scene in Hawthorne Hall's grand hall. Candles flickered in the dim light, and Lady Eleanor's portrait watched over them. As the clock struck midnight, the atmosphere grew tense. Detective Hartley, in the role of Sebastian Thornfield, stood ready to make his entrance. Suddenly, a chilling draft swept through the hall, extinguishing the candles one by one. In the eerie silence that followed, a figure materialized, an apparition of Lady Eleanor herself. She appeared as a ghostly specter, her eyes filled with sorrow and longing. Her ethereal form moved toward Detective Hartley, who remained resolute, determined to uncover the truth. "Sebastian," she whispered, her voice a haunting echo of the past. "I knew you would come." In that moment, the truth began to unravel. The conspiracy that had ensnared Lady Eleanor and led to her disappearance. The family had conspired to conceal her affair with Sebastian Thornfield, fearing the scandal it would bring upon their name. Lady Eleanor's love for Sebastian had been genuine, but the pressure of her family's disapproval had driven her to make a desperate choice. In the presence of Lady Eleanor's ghostly apparition, Detective Hartley revealed the evidence he had uncovered, the letters, the diary, and the secrets that had remained hidden for decades. He pleaded for her to find peace and to reveal the truth to her family. With a mournful smile, Lady Eleanor's ghostly form dissipated into the darkness. The chilling draft that had filled the hall receded, and Detective Hartley knew that the mystery of Hawthorne Hall had been laid to rest. In the days that followed, Detective Hartley presented his findings to Lord Reginald Hawthorne and the family. They were shocked by the revelations, but relieved to finally know the truth. The secrets of Hawthorne Hall had been unraveled, and Lady Eleanor's spirit could finally find peace. Hawthorne Hall, once a place of mystery and intrigue, was now a sanctuary of truth and closure. Detective Hartley left the mansion with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that he had uncovered a centuries-old enigma and brought resolution to the restless spirit of Lady Eleanor Hawthorne.